step back in time to the golden era of high-performance automobiles. Here are the top 10 muscle cars of the 1960s and 1970s that truly defined an era and set hearts racing. 1962 Pontiac Catalina Super Duty. Top speed 120 miles per hour. Now let's take a trip back to the 1962 Pontiac Catalina Super Duty, a true giant in the muscle car world. It could reach speeds around 120 miles per hour, which was seriously impressive back then. Under the hood, it had a massive 7.0-litre V8 engine, the 421 Super Duty, which was a masterpiece of design. This engine was set up with two 4-barrel carburetors and high-performance aluminum exhaust manifolds, all geared for awesome power. Officially, it was rated at 405 horsepower, but sometimes it could even reach 465 horsepower on a good day. The 421 Super Duty was built by hand for racing and had up to 465 pound-feet of torque, giving it incredible acceleration and really fast top speeds. It was a beast on the drag racing scene, breaking records and taking home championships thanks to its light body and strong drivetrain that were perfect for racing. 1963 Seavoy Max Wedge. Top speed 120 miles per hour. Moving on to the 1963 Seavoy Max Wedge, another speed star that could hit 120 miles per hour too. It was powered by a massive 426 cubic inch 7.0-litre V8 Max Wedge engine, which was a monster made for performance. This engine came equipped with dual 4-barrel carburetors and a solid lifter camshaft, focusing on delivering high power and speed, ideal for the muscle car battles of the 60s. It pushed out an incredible 425 horsepower, which helped the Seavoy fly to quick speeds and maintain high velocity, a must for dominating drag races. With a torque of 480 pound-feet, it had great pulling power and strong overall performance, making it a tough competitor on the racetrack. The Seavoy Max Wedge wasn't just about speed, it was designed for winning, with lightweight parts and a high-performance suspension to manage all that power and keep it agile during races. The 1964 Fairlane Thunderbolt. Top speed 120 miles per hour. Next up, let's rev up with the 1964 Fairlane Thunderbolt, an absolute speed machine that could reach around 120 miles per hour. The powerhouse behind this speed demon was its enormous 427 cubic inch 7.0-litre V8 engine, rigged with dual 4-barrel Holley carburetors and high riser heads that really kicked its power into high gear. A special feature was its ram air induction, which pulled air directly through the high beam headlight openings, giving this beast an extra boost. Ford officially said it had 425 horsepower, but anyone who's seen it tear down the drag strip would swear it felt more like 500 horsepower. And its quarter-mile times, we're talking about a scorching 11 to 12 seconds at speeds that also touch 120 miles per hour. Now, packing a hefty 480 pound-feet of torque at 3,700 RPM, the Thunderbolt was built for lightning-fast starts and dominating the drag racing world. It also featured lightweight fiberglass panels and plexiglass windows, shedding any unnecessary weight to keep it sleek and fast. The 1965 Pontiac GTO Tri-Power. Top speed 115 miles per hour. Now, shifting gears to the 1965 Pontiac GTO Tri-Power, a true favourite among muscle car enthusiasts, breezing up to 115 miles per hour. At its heart was the 389 cubic inch 6.4-litre V8 engine, jazzed up with a 3-carbureted tri-power setup that significantly boosted the airflow and power output to an impressive 360 horsepower. This setup meant that the GTO could jump into action with intense urgency, perfect for making a show on the streets or racing on the strips. With a strong 424 pound-feet of torque, this car was more than capable of handling just about any challenge thrown its way. It wasn't just about muscle though. The GTO came with smooth lines and was available as a hardtop or convertible, paired with a 4-speed manual transmission and a solid suspension system, making the 1965 GTO Tri-Power not just a car, but a stylish powerhouse. The 1966 Dodge Coronet Street Hemi. Top speed 130 miles per hour. The 1966 Dodge Coronet Street Hemi, a real monster on the road that could whip up speeds of around 130 miles per hour. This beast was driven by the famous 426 cubic inch 7.0 litre Hemi V8 engine, which was a work of art known for its hemispherical combustion chambers and twin 4-barrel carburetors. These features helped the engine breathe better and run more efficiently. Officially, this car came with 425 horsepower, but it was common knowledge that on the streets it could easily pump out close to 500 horsepower. Imagine that kind of power. With a massive 490 pound-feet of torque, the Coronet could take off like a rocket, which was perfect for anyone who loved the thrill of powerful acceleration. You had the option of a hefty 3-speed automatic or a more hands-on 4-speed manual transmission, which really let you feel the car's immense power. Its design was as sharp as its performance, available in both hardtop and convertible styles, equipped with a suspension and braking system designed to smoothly handle all that power. The 1968 AMC AMX, top speed 130 miles per hour. Turning the focus to the 1968 AMC AMX, this was another speedster capable of reaching about 130 miles per hour. It's particularly famous for its 390 cubic inch 6.4 litre V8 engine, which cranked out an impressive 315 horsepower and 425 pound-feet of torque. This setup meant the AMX could leap forward with intense energy. What set the AMX apart with its unique 2-seat configuration and a shorter wheelbase, which made it unusually nimble for a muscle car. It came equipped with a sturdy suspension, a strong front sway bar, and rear suspension components that enhanced performance. These features didn't just improve how it handled, they also amped up its style with sporty gauges and optional racing stripes for those who wanted to look as fast as they drove. The 1969 Copo Camaro, top speed 130 miles per hour. Let's zoom in to the 1969 Copo Camaro, an absolute speed demon that can hit top speeds of about 130 miles per hour. It's a standout both on the streets and at the drag strip, all thanks to its mighty 427 cubic inch 7.0 litre L72 V8 engine. This engine, which was originally designed for the Corvette, made its way into the Copo Camaro through a special order system. This system allowed dealers to snag some high-performance parts that were typically not available. The L72 engine is a beast, officially pegged at 425 horsepower, but it can actually squeeze out close to 450. It packs a punch with 460 pound-feet of torque, providing rapid acceleration and solid performance in any driving condition. The Copo Camaro combines this powerful engine with a sharp, aggressive look, featuring options like rally green paint and distinctive Yenko SC graphics. It's all connected to a 4-speed Muncie M21 manual transmission and a 12-bolt rear axle with posi traction, plus power-assisted front disc brakes and a suspension that's ready to handle all that power. 1969 Boss 429 Mustang, top speed 115 miles per hour. The 1969 Boss 429 Mustang. This machine showcases a top speed of roughly 115 miles per hour. It's powered by a massive 429 cubic inch 7.0 litre V8 engine crafted specifically for NASCAR. Known for its semi-hemispherical combustion chambers, often affectionately called the Hemi head, this engine is equipped with a 735 CFM Holley 4-barrel carburetor and an aluminum high-riser intake manifold to maximize its efficiency. Officially, it dishes out 375 horsepower, but car buffs might argue it's more like 400. The engine delivers thrilling high RPM performance and a hefty 450 pound-feet of torque, ensuring quick acceleration and strong driving dynamics. The Boss 429 doesn't just run like a beast, it looks like one too, with a large functional hood scoop, a matte black chin spoiler, and flared fenders with air scoops. Inside, it means business with high back bucket seats and a full set of gauges to monitor its vitals. Built by Carcraft, this special Mustang needed modifications just to fit this gigantic engine, showing just how extreme this ride really is. The 1969 Dodge Hemi Daytona, top speed 130 miles per hour. Now, the 1969 Dodge Hemi Daytona was famous for tearing through the air and an impressive top speed of around 130 miles per hour. How did it manage that? Well, it boasted a super aerodynamic body with a sharply pointed nose cone and a huge rear wing that didn't just cut down on air resistance, but also increased stability at high speeds, making it a beast on the racetrack. At the heart of this powerhouse was the legendary 426 cubic inch 7.0 litre Hemi V8 engine, an engineering marvel known for its raw performance. Two 4-barrel carburetors, and was built tough with a forged steel crankshaft and high-flow cylinder heads. It delivered a whopping 425 horsepower and a massive 490 pound-feet of torque, providing jaw-dropping acceleration and dominance on the speedways that made the Daytona a favourite among NASCAR drivers and muscle car lovers alike. It wasn't just about power though. This car had style too, with an adjustable rear wing, a streamlined nose cone, and windows that were designed to fit perfectly flush, all aimed at making the car slice through the air more efficiently. You could choose between a 4-speed manual or a 3-speed automatic transmission, giving drivers the chance to really make the most of that incredible power in their own way. The 1969 Dodge Hemi Daytona didn't just race, it made history, being the first to break the 200 mph barrier on a closed course in 1970, a record set by NASCAR legend Buddy Baker. This achievement cemented the Daytona's reputation as a legend of high-performance engineering. The 1970 Chevelle SS 454, top speed 130 mph. The 1970 Chevelle SS 454 was no less impressive, capable of reaching speeds of up to 130 mph. Under its hood roared the formidable 454 cubic inch 7.4 litre LS6 V8 engine, a powerhouse equipped with high performance features like solid lifters, a performance camshaft, and a Holley 800 CFM 4-barrel carburetor. With a compression ratio of 11.25 to 1, the LS6 was officially rated at 450 horsepower, though many believed it packed even more. This engine produced a hefty 500 pound-feet of torque, key for propelling the Chevelle SS 454 with surprising quickness, making it a star in drag races and quick sprints. Its design screamed muscle, highlighted by a distinctive cowl induction hood that improved airflow and dual exhaust that emphasized its power. The SS 454 wasn't just about performance, it had style too, with special badging and striping that set it apart from the rest, completing a package as powerful in looks as it was in performance.